Hello, Internet. Is this your card? No? Well, I stole your wallet. Now, speaking of petty thievery, did you know that some people think that the Now You See Me movies blatantly stole their idea from a Disney Channel movie called Now You See It? It's me. I'm some people. Do I believe this entirely just because the names are similar and they're both about magic? Yes. But does that make this theory any less valid? Yes. But I have done my research. And do I have proof? Barely. Do I care? No. Okay, now stop me if this plot sounds familiar. The movie opens up with a slideshow of what is clearly going to just be future scenes of the movie. And we meet Allison. She loves magic. Unfortunately, she also is a loser in the magic world. The other teens at the magic club openly mock her for like being too into magic. Girl, if you're getting bullied at magic club, like maybe self-reflect because that is the lowest ladder of the social ladder. And she proudly tells us she's not like other girls because she likes magic and she also doesn't wear lip gloss.
I mean, I've tried pretending I'm into lip gloss and text messaging and hanging out at the mall. I just can't ever seem to pull it off.
Like, I can believe the no friends part, but you're wearing lip gloss. Like, okay, right. She gets hired to scout for a new kid magician for a competition show. And so she's going around her state. All the people she sees are all failing. And then she stumbles upon Danny, and he's all mysterious and angsty and does magic. He is also doing bad in his magic trick because he's trying to make a bird appear, but no birds are appearing. So she's like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna get this job. My life sucks. And like Allison is like rightfully devastated. That was her whole dream, to film someone else win a kid magician competition. But when she starts to leave, she opens her car and whoa, heaps of birds fly out. It's crazy! Magic, whoa! They quickly get a successful entry to the magic competition and they go off to the magic mansion with the other two finalists to see who will be the #1 kid magician. Now, Danny, let me tell you, he is trying to take Edward Cullen's nachos. He's moody, he's passive aggressive to women.
Look,
But then again, the movie did state that Allison is at the bottom of the food ladder, so maybe it's warranted. Like, why aren't more people being mean to her actually? The show has started and the magician host, Max, it's like so obvious that he is going to be the twist bad guy. And like, he definitely needs a more magical name because like, what do you mean his name is Max? Danny is part of the final 3 finalists, and so there's Danny and then girl magician and then a boy magician called Brandon. And the girl, she scores a 7, but like she literally fails her trick because in the movie you can see the pole. She's a horrible magician. Get this kid magician off the stage. The scoring system already corrupt. Danny does his trick and he scores low because when he did his magic trick, he used snow. And then Brandon, when he's doing his magic trick, he magically teleports to the spinning wheel. And some might say that that's also using items that wasn't part of the act, but he doesn't get his points scored. No, he gets a whole round of applause because apparently teleporting is cooler than making a basketball spin around on a rope. How did Brandon get there? It's kind of suspicious. Almost like real magic is happening in this movie. Like, maybe magic is real. After all this, Allison is like, no way Brandon could do a trick that good. So she starts sleuthing. She is trying to find the truth of how he did that trick. Now for the second trick, they all get a famous magician and they have to like copy a trick that magician did. But like instead of preparing, Danny is researching like, am I really magic? Is magic real? I thought this place was full of magic and mysteries. Why can't I find anything? And then Allison literally shows up looks at the books for 2 seconds and then goes, oh my god, there's a hidden snake here. And they go off to find this secret symbol. So like Danny is like so useless. He spends the whole movie just like being like, I guess that happened. And when they find the secret room, Allison can like just casually read Latin and like it doesn't get brought up. Like that's a kind of crazy thing for a kid to be able to do. Like she just reads Latin and she's like, yeah, this is what it means. And then they go inside the room. That's a dead language. It's the second performance day and the tricks, well, maybe even worse. And Danny still can't control his powers because it is confirmed. Danny has powers and he's not too sure what's going to happen every single time he does a trick. And so when it's his turn to do a trick, he teleports Brayden onto a mechanical bull. And then Brayden falls off that mechanical bull and everyone's like he just killed that boy. And the magic nerds start suspecting that Danny might actually be magic and not just a magician. And that's not okay in a magic competition because that's cheating. So they take Danny to the magic council to prove whether or not he actually has powers or is just a magician. And he performs a trick where he levitates. But like just before all the council is going to be like, wow, he's truly magic, Max comes in and is like, he's actually a master illusionist. I made this trick. Look, he just used a magic chair. He's not magic. And then Q, standing ovation. He fooled us because in the magic world, a magician that can trick everyone that they are actually magic is like an honor because that means you're a master illusionist. So everyone's like, whoa, this Danny guy's legit. Even though technically he's not because he actually does have powers. But Danny doesn't really like this because he's like, but I'm magic. And then after this, Danny and Allison have a little Jughead Jones monologue session where Danny's all like, I'm a weirdo. I don't belong anywhere. I'm a weirdo.
Listen, I was serious before. All right, I'm a freak.
And Allison's like, me too. I am also a weirdo. It's not really the same. Like, he could accidentally kill someone. And she doesn't wear lip gloss. As the story continues, plot twist, Max reveals to Danny that he is also a wizard. Wow. And he's been trying to protect him by keeping his powers hidden. But he is also the one who suggested that Danny goes to the Magic Council. And he gives Danny a magical ring, which is 100% cursed, but Danny doesn't know that because he's a teenager and doesn't understand what foreshadowing is. Allison eventually discovers that Max is evil because literally after he gives Danny the ring and Danny leaves, he literally goes, ha ha ha. Max finds out that Allison knows and so he fires her, so now she can't be in the building for the final act, so she has to sneak back into the building. Final act is something they clearly ran out of magic ideas. He's like levitating a big heavy weight above his head. He's not actually doing that. It's Max. Max is also high-key trying to kill him on the stage because he drops the boulder down. But like everyone's so chill about the fact that Danny almost died on stage because of his magic trick. Allison grabs the ring off Danny because of course Danny can't take it off himself. And Max is defeated and everything is saved. And then Danny goes into hiding because of his magic. And that's how the movie ends. Now listen, I would love to recap the Now You See Me movie for everyone, but when I tried to watch it, my internet kept crashing. So now my only exposure to that movie is through Mike's Mike recap, and I consider that legally sufficient. So here's the thing, do I think Now You See Me stole their idea from Now You See It? Yes. And also, no. But for the purpose of this argument, I found 3 crumbs that support my delusion, and I am going to call that a win. 1. Both movies have a twist villain magician who is lying to everyone the whole time. Mark Ruffalo. 2. Both movies end with the magicians going into hiding after the events of the movie. And 3. People nearly die or do die, and everyone just goes, that's show business. So as you can see by these 3 points, they are the same movie, and that's really messed up. So unless the producers of Now You See Me 3 come out and say, yes, we stole our entire franchise concept from a DCOM movie, I will be staging a very real personal boycott of this movie until the end of time. Unless the producers of Now You See Me 3 want to give me tickets. I will watch the other 2 movies and watch the third one movie if you guys give me tickets to the show because I love free movies. But If you don't apologize for stealing your whole idea, and 2, don't give me tickets, I'm never gonna watch your movie. Thank you for your time. I've got the magic.